Hey guys, today I'm going to teach you how I achieved this look. Thank you for watching and let's move on to the video. Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Oof, and if you are new here, I typically do K-pop related subjects on my channel, typically K-pop dances. I've done makeup in the past, but if you're a returning OOFFER, welcome. And it's been a long time. So as you've read from the title, I will be doing makeup today, but like Korean inspired, I guess, because I haven't posted a video in a long time, and I just thought that since we're going through this dire time of need, I might as well film something that is more in my revenue, whereas dance is in my revenue, but usually I like to film like dance covers in public. I filmed one in my garden. It was a short cover, and I typically don't like dancing in my garden, typically because there is no space in my garden, so London it is. Anyway, let's get on to the video. So I've prepped and primed my skin completely. I've amped up my skincare today. Usually my skincare doesn't look like this. Usually it's just I put a cream on my face and I call it a day, but because in Korean like makeup is tend to be like very dewy and kind of like an enhancement of your skin. So what we're going to move on to now is the foundation, and today the foundation that I'm going to use is the True Match foundation. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a cream. Typically there are creams that you can use that will go on your face. I'm going to just use this because this is the only thing that I have with me. Let me mix it. I'm going to get a pump on my hand. I'm going to get a pump of this on the back of my hand, and I'm going to mix them together. Typically in Korean skincare that I've seen is they use things like compact kind of like foundations, but I'm a dark shade and they typically don't tend to have like a lot of like darker shades. So I'm just gonna kind of like try and emulate that with this foundation. And the thing about this is it needs to be very like light and airy for it to emulate it. Also with the compact foundations, it tends to be very like light. It's a type of like brightening. I know there are some Koreans that tan, but like for the most part they use foundations that tend to be like a few shades lighter than their face. As you can see, this does not look like my shade, but it's kind of the same shade as my stick. I try and like match it to my whatever this is. I'm also using foundation brush to kind of like spread it before I use a beauty blender. Okay, so now that I spread it all over my face, I'm gonna get my beauty blender. So the next thing I'm gonna move on to is my concealer. People are gonna scream when they see the color of my concealer, but again, it's Korean makeup and they like to be very bright, I guess. So I'm gonna use this concealer. So I think it comes hand in hand with this foundation. So I'm just gonna put this in a couple of areas, not too many as they would do in like American makeup, I guess. Just certain areas. And the thing I like is it's very like water based, I guess, so it goes on very smooth. So I'm just gonna so what I've seen with Korean makeup is typically like they like it to look, I think I've said this, as if it is your skin. And I feel like Korean makeup is very good for like the summertime. Correct me if I'm wrong, I've not really been on the Korean skincare movement or Korean makeup movement in ages, but I wanted to try it on my channel. Moving on to baking. In a sense, Koreans bake their face, but not to the extent that we bake our face. So I'm gonna use my Anyway Makeup Academy baking powder. It's very orange. Oh shit. I'm not gonna use a beauty blender. I've decided I'm gonna use It's weird. It looks like it's picked up more product here, but in my mirror it doesn't look like it's picked up product. Okay, I'm going to use for the other side, and then I'm going to use this brush to kind of like mirror it all into my face. Okay, so now we're going to move on to like powder contours, but not strong powder contours. So there's a thing about me, I use a lot of eyeshadows. So I'm just going to use this eyeshadow. And I'm going to go in with this lighter brown. So I'm just going to kind of like do my contour in a free, you know? So it starts off there free, like that. And then also to snatch my nose as well. It looks like a Squidward nose. Now we move on to eyeshadow. And luckily for me, I do have a Korean eyeshadow palette. It's a good palette. I use it to contour my face as well. With Korean makeup, I've seen that like with eyeshadows, typically they do usually like peaches, pinks, or like very neutral shades. This is a neutral based kind of eyeshadow. It has like rose golds, browns and stuff like that. So I'm gonna use kind of like the brownish shades and then put this rose gold over it. So it looks like kind of like a shimmery brown. They don't do it as deep as us. They tend to do it like quite like light and neutral. So I'm gonna do that. Now, with the eyeliner, they tend to use like darker shades of their palettes. So I'm going to try, and this is a try because I've done this before and it doesn't really work for me. So again, I'm going to try, and used a dark shade in this palette, which is this dark brown here. I'm going to use an angled brush for that. And with Korean makeup, they tend to go down rather than up, so I'm going to try and emulate that as well, you know? What I've also realised about when they do the eyeliner is they blend it into their crease. Into their crease? They don't blend it into their crease, they just blend it out. So it's kind of like roughish, but like they leave the corners less rough, I guess. I don't know. So I'm going to blend it. So I blended it, and I'm gonna put a black eyeliner just to, I don't know. I'm just gonna put black eyeliner, I guess, to make it more vibrant. I think, I don't know. I can't English. So the black eyeliner I'm going to use is Beauty Forever London Master Stroke Dip Eyeliner. I hate it. I honestly hate it. It leaks if I don't have it upright. Okay, I've done that just to make the intercorners. I don't know makeup. I don't know shit. Just to make it look a lot less bright and a lot darker. I mean, it worked from what I can see in my mirror. I don't know if it's worked from when I close up my face in my camera. Next thing we're gonna do is still continue with the eyeliner. I've realized with Korean makeup, they tend to make their waterline, I guess, brighter than how they've made the top of their eyeliner look. My eyeliner looks like it's non-existent, but it exists. So yeah, so I'm gonna try and emulate that with a bright kind of like shimmery shade. So we're going on to my sleek highlighting palette. Okay, I don't like it. I knew there was going to be one thing that messed up my makeup. One. And it's this. So I'm going to try and salvage it and put a highlighting shade like in the inner corner of my eye. So I'm gonna go in with this broken gold shade and do that. I love how I'm showing you guys, like I'm not gonna try and be professional, and like you'll see. It's like I'm trying to be an actual like MUA, you know? Okay, that's done, I guess. So now we're gonna go on to mascara. I just pick this one. I'm not sure which brand this is. I think it's L'Oreal. I'm not sure. I've had it for ages, and I know what people are gonna think. You're supposed to throw out your makeup in a certain time frame. I don't care. It smells weird. Should I really put it on? Minakuru. Like I was saying before, I really smoked this. I don't have the money to be able to afford makeup like that, so I just use everything I've got, and I don't use falsies. I don't like falsies because the way they look irritates me. Like, not the way they look irritates me, but the way they look on me irritates me because I can see them, and I don't like being able to see products. So, excuse me, I have seen Korean MUAs use falsies, but I've also seen people not use falsies, so I'm not using falsies, so it's just a mascara. Carol Baskin. And I'm gonna do the same thing for my underlashes as well. So the next thing we're gonna move on to is my brows, because I haven't touched them. And with Korean makeup, I've seen that they tend to use lighter colors, I guess, to suit the color of their hair. I've got a black wig on, but I have seen MUAs lighten their brows. So I'm gonna use a brow product because my brows were blonde for a while. So my friend gave me this brow gel. It's like a chocolate brown shade, so I'm gonna use this. This is the first time I've used it. I don't typically use stuff like this. I didn't even use it when I had blonde brows or ginger brows, because I've been ginger. I was ginger first and then I went blonde.
I think I watched season 1, like in my brain it's telling me I have watched season 1, but then I go back to it and like, have I actually watched?
So I'm gonna go in with quite a light shade for my eyebrows. Usually I go with a black, but we're not doing my normal makeup. We're doing Korean style makeup. And I guess the reason I picked this black wig was because I'm not doing kind of like a summery look, which is peaches, pink. We're just kind of doing like a natural look, like a natural K-pop inspired look. Korean brows tend to be straight, like very straight, and my brows are very curved. I used to shave my brows so I could get the straight aesthetic.
But yeah, back to shows. I want to start a new show, but I don't know where to, what to start, because
I've been kind of like singing a song in Korean just randomly to kind of improve my Korean pronunciation, because my Korean pronunciation, it's not too bad, but it's not too good in a sense. It's just mediocre. And there are certain words I can't say, especially because my S's. I don't know if you're going to hear it in this video, but there are some videos on this channel where I'm speaking and you can hear that my S's are like slurred. So I just find it very hard to say certain things with like S's in Korean. Also, let me explain why I haven't done a lot of dances on this channel. It's because basically I'm in a dance crew called OOOFFFERS, or Eurasian Dance Crew. I will again link all of their stuff, link their YouTube channels and everything. I did a cover that I've done on this channel, if some of you have seen it, over on that channel and such. Also, we're in lockdown, and like I said at the beginning of this video, I don't like filming videos in my garden. It's not going to stop me from uploading on this channel. I've got videos that I need to talk about. But anyway, on to blush. So the blush I'm going to use is a lipstick, and it is from Etude House actually. It's a peach shade, and I tend to use this anyway for blushes, but I've realised with Korean makeup they tend to also use like peachy red shades for their blush. And then drag it backwards, so it's not too blinding, because I've realised with Korean makeup, again, it's not too blinding, it's more natural. So typically with westernized makeup, they tend to overline the lips. With Korean makeup and such, I've not seen overlining the lips, but again, they use a base. I used the base way before I even started filming this video, so I don't really need that. That would be like a lip balm of sorts. So I've done that. That's why my lips be looking kissable. And they use red shades. They don't use dark shades. They tend to use quite light shades, but I don't have light red shades, so I'm gonna have to use a darkish red shade and then put the Etude lipstick on top of that to brighten it up. So the lipstick I'm gonna use is my Morphe lipstick. It's in the shade Nibble. It's called Nibble. It's quite a darkish, quite like red color, but hopefully when I add the peach on top, it's gonna kind of cancel out mainly the deep red tones. And then I've also seen with Korean makeup, they tend to put a lip gloss on top. So I'm gonna use my Fenty Bomb. This is more like a natural kind of like Korean makeup. Let Go tries Korean makeup tutorial. Who fails at Korean makeup? Probably I failed at Korean makeup. If you can do Korean makeup, please tell me what I did wrong. Type of look. So yeah, this is it done. I'm gonna brush my hair down and come back. This is me done, I guess. It's not too much and it's not too little, I guess. It's just the right amount. This is Oof Out. I hope you enjoyed the Oof Tries Korean makeup. Even though it's not with a lot of Korean products, it's just with the ones that I have. I don't know whether it's a fail. Yeah, as you can tell, I haven't done this in ages, so I don't know what I'm doing anymore. So yeah, this is me out.